Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that the 26-year-old has a £44 million release clause. Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Napoli are working hard to prevent Manchester United or Liverpool from signing a dominant player, but the presence of a release clause could leave them stranded. Napoli is having a really remarkable campaign this season. Their wait for the 33-year Italian top-flight title to come to an end is poised to come to an end. Napoli have now widened the gap to 19 points with Lazio in second place. With only 11 games left, the Serie A crown is everything but them. Extraordinary artists dot on Luciano Spalletti's side, but the undisputed leader in the back is South Korean international Kim Min-jae. The 26-year-old defender transferred from Fenerbahce for just £15 million last summer. This quickly proved to be a steal, and Kim has placed himself among the best defenders in Europe in the past 8 months. However, the presence of a release agent has reportedly given Naples sweaty palms. Indeed, speculation has been that Kim could collect for around €50 million over a 2-week period in the summer window. It is understood that the substance can only be used by overseas clubs. With good reason. The only thing worse than seeing your best defender ripped off is buffing an Italian opponent in the process. Kim is heavily linked to Manchester United, which has reportedly put Harry Maguire up for sale. Liverpool is also thinking in this direction. Football Insider recently reported that the Reds are ready to cover Kim's release fee. Jürgen Klopp's side could send defender trio Joel Matip, Nat Phillips and Reece Williams at the end of the season and form an important window at Anfield. Transfer guru Fabrizio Romano made statements about Kim's future. "He's a very good player," said Romano. "He's having a great season in the Champions League and Serie A. He's definitely a dominant centre-back. It is true that there is a release clause. The clause is a little less than €50 million and will be active for a few days in July this summer, so there is a possibility that clubs will trigger the clause to sign Kim Min-jae," he said. In any case, a move that Napoli plans to do something about the release clause could be about to get a lot more complicated. But the point is, the player also has to accept a move, and Napoli are trying to offer him a new contract that will keep him, said Romano. Whether this would require increasing the amount of the release clause to be completely removed from the new deal he proposed was not specified by Romano. However, if it's the latter and a new deal is signed, Kim's chances of moving out this summer will be almost zero. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis has previously confirmed that the club has no debt while discussing why they are in a good position to retain Victor Osimhen. Therefore, Napoli has no obligation to cash out its best assets. Therefore, a suitor's only hope may lie in Kim's own baiting for a move. The Reds need a centre-back to replace Joel Matip as a third-choice defender. There are all kinds of rumours about who this could be. Josko Gvardiol is apparently the #1 choice. But Gvardiol is likely to cost somewhere close to £100 million. It doesn't seem possible for Liverpool to spend that money on a defender right now. Other names were popped up there, many of them noticeably younger than Kim, who is 26 years old. But the South Korean international is not an old man either. To that end, there are reports that Liverpool are one of the sides most interested in Kim. The features of the South Korean star are also very suitable for Klopp's game system. Harbour balls are impressive and the timing of moves is quite appropriate. His ability to play as a left-back could also make him Virgil van Dijk's long-term successor. If Kim Min-jae doesn't sign a new deal, Liverpool will definitely need to convince him. Liverpool tipped to sign Matheus Nunes this summer. Journalist Dean Jones said that Matheus Nunes is a more realistic option for Liverpool than Jude Bellingham. The Reds were strongly linked to Borussia Dortmund midfielder Bellingham and touted as Jürgen Klopp's main goal to strengthen his aging midfielder. However, it is becoming more and more likely that Liverpool will be able to act on their interest in the British. According to the report, interested teams will have to part ways with a massive £110 million fee for the 3 Leo stars. While it is possible for clubs like Manchester City and Real Madrid to spend such a large sum on a single player, for Liverpool it seems less likely. As such, Dean Jones has suggested that Merseyside is more likely to sign Nunes, who is also strongly linked to a transfer to Anfield, as the Wolves midfielder is more affordable. I think it's more realistic than Bellingham because they are the best move to be open to Núñez. It's going to be a figure that's going to be affordable. It's going to be attractive to him and possibly even to the Wolves, he said. Núñez joined the Wolves last summer, but the Telegraph said Liverpool could come up with a £44 million bid for the Portuguese midfielder by the end of this season. Núñez was named one of the best players in the world by Pep Guardiola during his days at Sporting Lisbon, and the Wolves beat the competition of several clubs to sign him. Despite only having one season in England, the Portuguese international has shown that he can prove Liverpool can be the solution to their midfield woes. Núñez is an attractive defensive midfielder with an excellent run rate. He averaged 1.9 steals per game and can attack with the ball during counter-attacks. Moreover, in the Wolves roster, only Adama Traoré has more completed captures than Núñez. The 24-year-old also likes to play progressive passes into the final third, so it's easy to see that he could potentially improve under Jürgen Klopp. At £44 million, Núñez would be a great low-cost alternative to Jude Bellingham. Having Matheus Núñez attacking the team with the ball was something that Liverpool lacked. Núñez has proven that he is up to the pace of the Premier League and what he can do. Therefore, the adaptation period in Klopp's team will not be long. The transfer specialist has confirmed that the Liverpool player's future is no longer solely in the hands of the club. Callum Kelleher prepares for a crossroads at the end of the campaign as he makes the best decision for his future. Commenting on the Irishman, Dean Jones claimed that Liverpool no longer had full control over the situation and the player had to make a big decision. From what I understand, his intention was always to weigh things up at the end of the season and think carefully about his next move. Maybe that would be a loan. I don't think it's just in Liverpool's hands. I think Kelleher himself has to make a big decision, said the reporter. The former Ringmahon Rangers goalkeeper has made a name for himself over the years as an extremely reliable and unwavering number 2 against Alisson Becker, especially in the Champions League and Cup finals. While a higher move has benefits for the individual, not to mention the club when it comes to increasing its value, it's hard to imagine Kelleher committing to another second-best year at Anfield. While admittedly still young for a 24-year-old goalkeeper, we can totally understand that the League Cup winner is willing to make a name for himself elsewhere. If any club pays close attention to his achievements in recent years, our number 2 will have no shortage of suitors in England and beyond. Given the breakup during the summer, there is a strong possibility that Liverpool will be looking for a goalkeeper. Third keeper Adrian will also part ways, so there is definitely a need for a backup keeper.